The following are quotes that inspire. Rosa Parks said, "I believe we are here on the planet Earth to live, grow up, and do what we can to make this world a better place for all people to enjoy freedom." Oscar Wilde said, "To love oneself is the beginning of a lifelong romance." Anne Lamott said, "Almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes, including you." Bell Hooks said, "Knowing how to be solitary is central to the art of loving. When we can be alone, we can be with others without using them as a means of escape." Someone unknown said, "Time you enjoy wasting is not wasted time." Lala Delia said, "Self-care is how you take your power back." Lily Pulitzer said, "Being happy never goes out of style." Beyonce Knowles said, "When I'm not feeling my best, I ask myself, what are you going to do about it? I use the negativity to fuel the transformation into a better me." A.A. Mine said, "You're braver than you believe, and stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think." Eleanor Roosevelt said, "No one can make you feel inferior without your consent." Gabrielle Bernstein said, "True abundance isn't based on our net worth, it's based on our self-worth." Ralph Waldo Emerson said, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment." The following quotes promote positivity. Maya Angelou said, "You are the sum total of everything you've ever seen, heard, eaten, smelled, been told, forgot. It's all there. Everything influences each of us, and because of that, I try to make sure that my experiences are positive." An unknown person said, "Sometimes when things are falling apart, they may actually be falling into place." Naomi Judd said, "A dead end is just a good place to turn around." Cinderella's fairy godmother said, "Even miracles take a little time." Dolly Parton said, "The way I see it, if you want the rainbow, you've got to put up with the rain." Forrest Gump said, "My mama always said, life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get." Maya Angelou said, "Try to be a rainbow in someone else's cloud." Betty White said, "It's your outlook on life that counts. If you take yourself lightly and don't take yourself too seriously, pretty soon you can find the humor in our everyday lives, and sometimes it can be a lifesaver." Reba McEntire said, "To succeed in life, you need 3 things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone." The following are quotes for success. "I never dreamed about success. I worked for it." Estee Lauder. "All you need in this life is ignorance and confidence. Then success is sure." Mark Twain. "Never lose sight of the fact that the most important yardstick to your success is how you treat other people." Barbara Bush. "Success is falling 9 times and getting up 10. John Bon Jovi. "Success is only meaningful and enjoyable if it feels like your own." Michelle Obama. "Do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back up again." Nelson Mandela. "Failure is the condiment that gives success its flavor." Truman Capote. "The secret to getting ahead is getting started." Mark Twain. "Being a successful person is not necessarily defined by what you have achieved, but by what you have overcome." Fanny Flagg. "Many of life's failures are people who did not realize how close they were to success when they gave up." Thomas A. Edison. The following are quotes of encouragement. "I have very strong feelings about how you lead your life. You always look ahead, you never look back." Ann Richards. "All your life you will be faced with a choice. You can choose love or hate. I choose love." Johnny Cash. "I don't go by the rule book. I lead from the heart, not the head." Princess Diana. "The events in our lives happen in a sequence in time, but in their significance to ourselves, they find their own order, the continuous thread of revelation." Eudora Welty. The time is always right to do what is right. Martin Luther King Jr. The best thing to hold on to in life is each other. Audrey Hepburn. Life is not a spectator sport. If you're going to spend your whole life in the grandstand just watching what goes on, in my opinion, you're wasting your life. Jackie Robinson. If you don't like the road you're walking, start paving another one. Dolly Parton. Despite the forecast, live like it's spring. Lily Pulitzer. If you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Napoleon Hill. You may have to fight a battle more than once to win it. Margaret Thatcher. Your present circumstances don't determine where you can go. They merely determine where you start. Nido Qubein. You don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. Zig Ziglar. Life has no limitations except the ones you make. Les Brown. The two most important days in your life are the day you are born and the day you find out why. Mark Twain. Don't bother just to be better than your contemporaries or predecessors. Try to be better than yourself. William Faulkner. A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives. Jackie Robinson. The older you get, the more fragile you understand life to be. I think that's good motivation for getting out of bed joyfully each day. Julia Roberts. Now it's the little moments that stop me in my tracks because that's what life is all about. Joanna Gaines. You have brains in your head, you have feet in your shoes, you can steer yourself any direction you choose. Dr. Seuss. Oh, the places you'll go. Courage is being scared to death, but saddling up anyway. John Wayne. It's your life. You don't need someone's permission to live the life you want. Be brave to live from your heart. Roy T. Bennett. It's kind of fun to do the impossible. Walt Disney. When you believe in a thing, believe in it all the way, implicitly and unquestionable. Walt Disney. The difference between winning and losing is most often not quitting. Walt Disney. Do you give as much energy to your dreams as you do to your fears? Unknown. Stand for something, or you will fall for anything. Today's mighty oak is yesterday's nut that held its ground. Rosa Parks. Never let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Babe Ruth.